Hello everybody, this is Evan Irwin. It is July 18th, 2006, and today I'm going to go over the black cards in Coldsnap in regards of limited and draft play. First up we have Balduvian Fallen. For 1 black and 3 colorless, this is a zombie, a 3/5, and Balduvian Fallen, I really like this guy. It's actually one of the best black cards in terms of limited in the set. He gets real scary, real quick. Once he's a 5/5, I mean, watch out. That's as big as most of the, the great green beasts, as it were. But one fantastic creature does not make a whole color. But it is nice to start off with a really great draft card. This guy really is powerful. Speaking of really great draft cards, here's Chill to the Bone. That, it's your de facto block-based removal spell. It's all about the snow. Well, they make a snow-based piece of removal. That's okay. This is one of those cards that goes, wow, I want to play black. I mean, look at this targeted removal. It's the only thing in the set that says destroy target creature. But I tell you, it's just the other cards that just aren't cutting it. Chilling Shade, speaking of, this guy is just not good enough because it's really hard to get that snow mana sometimes. And if you're not rocking out the snow mana, he's just bad. And he's just got a really hard upkeep because so many other things require snow mana to be good. Deathmark is actually really good because it kills, white and green creatures. And white and green are two of the best colors of the set. So, you take it and you play it. Disciple of Tevish Zat. Yeah, 4 mana for a 3/1. See, they gave him 3 power. It's very important because since the format's based on 3/3s, you can really say, you know what, he hangs in there. But the problem is he's a 3/1, so he'll die to everything. He's slow, and he needs a ton of mana to give something -6/6. He looks like a great card, but you're pretty far behind in tempo by the time he begins, actually mattering, as it were. Feast of Flesh is just it takes a lot of copies, and like I said, since the best creatures are X3s, then you have to work so hard at getting 2 of these in the graveyard before they do anything. So, yeah. Garza's Assassin is good, but you can never actually pick this early. That's the problem. You'll see Garza's Assassin going like 4th or 5th pick on the first pack because, that's a heavy black commitment right there. That's saying, you know what? I'm going really, really heavy black. We're talking like maybe 60-40%, 60 to 40, red to black or green to black or whatever. Because Garza's Assassin is hard to play. Great card though. Grim Harvest. Grim Harvest is, the sort of raised dead effect with, with recover on it, which is nice. I think it's a little pricey before it ever gets to be really useful. It's a little slow. But when it gets going, it obviously has its bonuses. But that's the problem with black. It's a lot of when it gets going. Gristle Grinner is there's so few sacrifice effects. There's so few ways to get things into the graveyard. You have your martyrs, and then that's about it. At least that comes directly to mind. And so this 3/3, he's 5 mana for a 3/3, but he don't have flying, so he loses to all the big green monsters. Next. Gutless Ghoul. I saw some people playing him, and I don't know. He's just so average. Sack creature gains some life. Okay. Stromgald Scourge. Well, guess what, buddy? You are pretty unplayable because how are you going to get him in the graveyard if you don't discard him due to hand size? I'll do some research as I edit this video, but I can't think of any. Herald Vishrak is amazing, obviously. He's also 7 mana. And I was like, wow, 2/4. This format's based on 3/3s. But by the time you're at 7 mana, things start getting a little 4/4, 5/5, 6/6 trample-ish on the green side of things. And you need some help with this guy. Kervokian Rot is so... it's so narrow. It looks a little less narrow than it is, but I tell you, the whole format's based on 3 power. This is based on 2 power. Kervokian Scoundrel is so average, it's sad. What doesn't kill it? Anything kills this? It has no ability. I mean, where's the fear? Where do we have Nezumi Cutthroat. Can we get a little Cutthroat action? Martyr of Bones? Yeah, I got a bone for you. Phobium Phantasm. Hi. In white, I'm known as Jotun Owlkeeper, and in black, I've got this problem where I'm kind of scary, but when I die, I just die. Phyrexian Etchings. Little too dangerous, basically. You can't play it because first it requires a heavy commitment to black, so you can't pick it early. Secondly, it's just too dangerous because you lose that sort of life. You may lose the game. That's a good couple swings is all it needs. And lastly, sometimes drawing cards ain't enough. Sometimes it's all about having the mana in play and having the creatures in play. And Rhyme Transfusion. This card is solid. For what it does. If you can put it on a flyer, that's obviously fantastic. I'm not a huge fan of it, just because I'm not a huge fan of black in this set, but I wouldn't take it early. Rhyme-Bound Dead. Wow, how many did I see of these? What I thought of black was that I thought black was all about stalling and then getting to, some huge monsters, some incredible threats. And that started with Rhyme-Bound Dead. Hold the ground, stop the ground pounders, but it doesn't stop trample. And the black curve that I saw going up, the creature chain, if it ain't paired with green, it gets really nasty. But these guys, they're not very good. Soul Spike, you're probably not going to pitch 2 creatures, but in the right situation, it's really nice to have. Ribbons of Night was incredible, and this is free with some cards. You know what? I'd throw away some Rhyme-Bound Deads for some Soul Spiking. I don't know about you guys. Stromgrog Crusader. Hey, it's a Jump Knight. It's a great black card. Wow, it took a long time to reach one of these, and he's really exceptional. He's a Jump Knight. He pumps himself. He's got Pro White. Got Pro, one of the best colors in the format. That's great. He's the color you want to. He's the guy you want to see when you're playing black. Surging Dementia is crap. Oh my God, how terrible is this card? I want to stick a whole bunch of these in my deck instead of like threats and answers. Tressorhorn Sky Knight costs 1,000 mana, and he basically stops Boreal Griffin and Kildoran Gargoyle. That's what he's got right there. That whole words at the bottom, prevent all damage, etc. That just says protection from Kildoran Gargoyle and Boreal Griffin. You're welcome. Void Maw. You know what I did in one of my pre-release drafts? Boy, I was like, Windmill Slam. This guy has to be incredible. He's a 4/5. The whole format is like 4 power at best, 5 power sometimes. This guy's a 4/5. He should be able to block everything. When something dies, he's going to be able to pump himself. And I just saw all these mediocre black cards that I just showed you here, and I had to leave them behind, and I just went white, blue, green, and won all my drafts. Zombie Musher. Hey, another regenerator, except this time he doesn't kill 3/3s. And so he's just a chump blocker. And if you don't kill a 3/3 and you're chump blocking 3/3s over and over again, you're no better than Rhyme-Bound Dead. And Rhyme-Bound Dead is barely on the list of 20th and up playables. So that is black, and as I'm sure you can get from the tone, I'm not a big fan of it. I would not play black in Coldsnap draft. Just don't like it. Till next time.